Hey guys, here are my Hyperreality settings for the S95B with firmware 1430. Now, I don't use that word lightly. It sounds like hyperbole, but there are certain material you can show on this TV, and deadass, you will not be able to tell the difference between reality and what you're looking at, minus the borders around the screen, and perhaps the slight size difference of the actual object and, what it appears to be. But anyway, now keep in mind that's specifically material that is super high grade. I would say for your average HDR movies, it's more hyper realistic than hyper reality, where there is so much depth added that you're looking into the picture rather than at it, and it's absolutely beautiful. But you can determine that it's not necessarily 100% real, but it's so in depth that it looks like you could pretty much touch the objects. It's pretty cool. Anyway, to start with, the main difference that you'll find for what I have set, at least in the service menu, isn't super crazy different. It's the PLC default luminance. I have that at 61. That's the base luminance for the panel. I had to adjust that a little bit for 1430 to better match. Now, in order to and some of my previous followers already know this. If you go to advanced, hold volume up for 5 to 7 seconds, it opens an additional set of menus. And if you go into EPA, this will let you go over to Anapeak 2, and you can change that to 1023. Anybody who follows me already knows this, but this is what boosts the peak luminance back to what it used to be. You'll get 1500 nits this way. All right, now something else to check in here that I have slightly different than others. I boosted my colors by putting the 1304 settings that were listed as the 200, 200, 200 for about the first half, and the second half are the 512, 512, 512s. That really seems to have helped boost the color. And if you check on, let's see, WCE, if you see any settings here that might differ from yours, or perhaps the enhanced settings especially, I made a few adjustments here that helped boost my APL. This did a really, really good job bringing out my TV. And I don't believe I changed any of the subsettings, but I'll just put it on here just in case. Now, backing out, if you want to save all this, you'll have to turn off the TV. And then when you turn it back on, it will have everything saved. You'll be backed out of the service menu. Now, next is going to be the actual settings. Now, I had made a bunch of adjustments on these. I had to approach this from a whole new outlook because 1430 it actually is more capable than 1420. I was surprised because all the updates so far have been kind of downgrades one after another. I've had to make severe adjustments to accommodate, but no, not multi-view crap. But I found that I found that on 1430 that there is a lot more accuracy. What are you doing? Why are you even checking device power for anything? Sorry guys, bear with me for a second. You know how this TV can be if you own it. Oh, shame on me. I also need to back out of this and put on actual stuff, because otherwise it will be cheap and then show me stuff that doesn't matter. Like 1308 said, what are you doing? Sorry guys, hold on. Connected devices, thank you. This thing can be a little frustrating, and I'm on a 5-minute time limit because on 4K videos I only have 5 minutes on my phone to do the recording. Alright, videos, hurry up. Please stop lagging. Ant-Man, I got less than a minute to get this going. Please hurry up. Alright. Now, in settings, I always use movie mode. It's going to be brightness 50, contrast 44, sharpness 20, color 49. I keep my clarity settings all maxed out. White balance is the most important. That's going to be at red gain 4, green gain 6, blue gain 6, red offset 10, green offset 7, and blue offset 7 also. 20-point settings intervals of 55%, red 6, green 4, and blue 5. And lastly, gamma at 1 and shadow detail at 5, and color space at native. Alright, thanks guys, good luck.